Five things you should do when you're going on your first date. Sit back, strap your belt, and let's go. Hey my savvy woman, how are you guys doing? I am Big Drama if you don't already know. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, thank you very much for clicking on this video. Do want to also subscribe. You're going to enjoy everything you see on here. Let's dive straight into the video. So you're going on your first date and you are nervous. You want to leave a lasting impression with that guy. You don't want to make any mistake. You don't want to leave no stone unturned. So here are the 5 things that you should avoid, you shouldn't do. Once you're able to cover up these 5 things, you're good to go. Number 1, make sure your date is in an open area. Make sure your whatever dates you're going for is in an open space. Take for instance an eatery, a cinema, a beach side, somewhere open with a lot of people around for your first date, or the first couple of dates that you go with this person. Because reason being that you don't even know this guy, you don't know this person yet, you are still in that getting to know each other phase. So yeah, you need to be as cautious as possible. Your first meeting should be in a very open environment where people are, where things are happening. Okay, don't go hidden, don't go and meet him in his house. When are you coming to my house? Let me pick you up. No, don't go and no, don't go to somewhere hidden. Don't go into an hotel. No, don't go and book a room. No, that's not a date. So if you're going for a proper date, make sure it's in an open place. Okay. The number 2 thing that you should totally avoid in your first date is talking about your past or talking about your exes. You see, one thing about meeting people and talking about the past people in your life or talking about your exes is that you are still hung up on them or you're so bitter about them. So that is the first impression I get. So but once you meet up with somebody and that you have intention of getting to know, or you have intention of bringing a relationship with, you shouldn't be revisiting old topics, past news. You shouldn't be going there. Okay, leave the past in the past, focus on the present, focus on the person right in front of you. That is all you need to do. Get to know each other, talk about things, talk about life, talk about the happenings, what is happening around. Just look for a way to initiate conversations. Don't go about talking about your ex, how your ex dumped you and how he cheated on you and how he called your mother and how he dashed your daddy 1 million and how, no. Don't do that. Okay, leave your ex alone. He's your ex for a reason. The 3rd thing you shouldn't do on the first date is being too chatty. Like you chatterbox, you're talking chatter. Everything is pouring out of your mouth at the same time. No, I know a lot of people. I know there are some people that when they're anxious or when they're nervous, they tend to talk a lot. And if you're that kind of person, I feel you should try to work on it. You should do less talking. Okay, do less talking so you don't go and spill all your secrets and carry the legs of your family outside. Okay, it's a first date and you're trying to leave a very good impression in order for you to get a next date. Okay, so yeah, if you're meeting this person for the very first time, I feel you should let him do the talking. Okay, he can start and you follow. Okay, if he brings up a topic, you talk about it. If he asks the question, you talk about it. If he's out of questions, you could bring up something reasonable to talk about. Okay, don't be too forward, too chatty, try to be demure, try to be cutesy. You don't do so much amiable when you're on your first date. You're trying to leave an impression and you don't want him to see you as a parrot or as a leaky mouth or as someone you can't tell something. On the first date, you're already giving him secrets and telling him things that he shouldn't know, that is none of his business. No, it is wrong. So learn to curtail what comes out of your mouth. That's what I'm trying to say. The next mistakes you shouldn't make on your first date is trying to suggest 50-50. Yes, I know you're a boss lady. Yeah, I know you're an independent woman, you're a feminist. Yeah, if you believe in 50-50. But on the first date, you should let him pick the bills. Okay, he was the one that asked you out. You already put in the effort of creating time to meet him. you've already did your makeup, you've looked for the best outfit that suits the environment or suits the occasion, you look for a nice hair, you get yourself ready mentally, you have done enough. All you need to do is look prim and proper and present yourself. Let him do this for you. Alright? Don't ever subsequent dates, but this particular first one, he asked you out. He should be the one to pay. Leave 50-50. I know you have a lot of money, but no, keep it, keep it. Which leads me on to the next point, which is do not flaunt whatever achievements or whatever billionarity that you are. Don't try to show him how much you know. Do you know who I am? How much do you have? Do you know how many property I have? Do you know how many investments I'm controlling? No, not on the first date. Not on your first date. You don't want him to dupe you, do you? You don't want him to see you as someone that is so full of herself. See, I'm not saying you should undermine your achievement too. I'm not saying you should downplay what you've achieved, but not on your first date, darling. It is not on your first date. As time goes on, let him find out that you are actually not, you're actually not that low level girl. You are a high level lady. Let him find out himself. Okay, don't be the one to throw it on his face. Don't go about saying so I have so amount in so account, I have 2 billion, I have 3 million in this account, my bag costs so million, this shoe costs. No, my darling, you don't do that on the first date. Some men are not men enough to handle it. Some men are triggered by that kind of thing. Some men don't like seeing women that are achieved, that are self-made, and they don't. Though I don't advise you to hang on to those kind of men. Okay, I don't advise you to hang on. Though doing that on the first date doesn't just sit right with me. Maybe as time goes on, you can let him know. Okay, I don't even think you should let him know, because you don't even know who this person is for real, because it is your first date. He might have intention of dropping you after that date, but the fact that you have gone ahead and tell him how much you're worth and how much you have, he may decide to stick around in order to just rip you off your things, rip you off your achievements, rip you off your success, rip you off whatever it is you are owing, you have. So it is important that you, for your own safety, once again, you keep your mouth shut. Okay. The next thing you shouldn't do on the first date is, I don't even believe any sabi woman should do this. On the first date, you shouldn't follow him to his house. If he even suggests it is all shades of red flag. On the first date, don't follow him to his house. Some men will suggest it. Let's go to the house. Let's just go and hang out at home in my house. Don't, my dear. Things are happening now. It's your first date. What are you going to the man's house to do? We see you fight. After eating everything in the restaurant, so whenever it is you guys met first, you now still want to follow him to his house to do what exactly? On the first date, meeting him for the first time, officially. Nah, come on now, don't do that. Okay, don't follow him to his house. It screams wrong. It screams low level. Okay, it screams desperate. It screams no worth. Okay, so don't do that. All right, the things that are happening to ladies this time of ladies this period is just so pathetic, and we need to protect ourselves. We need to have that sense of reasoning. Okay, you need to be prepared ahead. So put all these things that I mentioned in place, and your first date is going to be a bomb. If you're going on the first date and you put these things in place, I don't think you have an issue. I think you're good to go. I think it's definitely going to call you for the next one. Okay, so if you have watched this video up until this moment, I love you so much. Thank you very much for giving me the audience. Do also subscribe to the channel. I bring videos where we encourage ourselves as women, as the savvy women that we are. What's your thoughts? I want to read your comments. I want to know what you think. These things I mentioned, what do you want to add to it? Do you think what are other mistakes that women make that if feel should be known, and also let me know what mistakes you have made in your past dates, and I am sure going to answer all the comments. Okay, thank you once again. Share the video with whosoever you feel needs to watch this video. That your girlies, that your friend, those friends that are going on dates, let them watch it. Okay, don't get keep. Okay, share this information. Go ahead, let them click and also subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much once again. I love you, and I will see you in my very next video. Bye.